What's up, guys? Bizarre 1000 here with my Smackdown review for July 29th, 2011. Start the show with Triple H. And he comes out and says we have an interesting story going on with the WWE title and the world title. We have two champions on Raw now. And he says late Monday night he did in fact sign CM Punk. So CM Punk is officially back. And then we go into, and Christian comes out. He's going to start with the world title. Christian comes out, and he didn't really, I don't understand why Triple H was there. And Raw, he didn't really do anything either on Raw. I mean, he kept saying he's going to address the locker room. He's going to address the locker rooms. Well, Triple H, all he did is, Christian came out and he put Christian in a match. So Randy Orton's getting his rematch. And a no-holds-barred match. When R-Truth comes out, which was a surprise. Talking to his peoples. Hey, he ain't talking to nobody. That's kind of funny. I'm an R-Truth fan. And so, let's see. Then we go into a match. He says, Christian, you're going to face John Morrison tonight. Good match. Christian beats him. And then we have Wade Barrett in the ring. No, we see a backstage segment where Zack Ryder's coming to Triple H. Triple H said, you call me all week, giving me all these ideas. He says, you know what? Tonight, you're Teddy Long's assistant. So we got to see Zack Ryder on Smackdown pretty much most of the night, so it's kind of cool. Then we have a match between, we had Wade Barrett in the ring talking about Daniel Bryan, talking about how they're 12 years. Then Daniel Bryan comes out. Daniel Bryan saying something to him about how he left the Nexus because he was kicked him out. And the real reason is he had tours to do. He had other dates, obligations. And there was WWE used this big story where he was choking Justin Roberts with his tie. That Daniel Bryan got fired and they brought him back at SummerSlam. But yeah, that was the whole story, real story. The real story behind that was Daniel Bryan had other obligations. He had tour dates that he previously already signed for that he had to go do. So Vince McMahon let him go do that. So that was just a little backstory for me. In case you're wondering about the real story. So yeah, Wade Barrett punches him and knocks him down, starts talking trash, grabs his briefcase. And Daniel Bryan hits him with a bell lock and he's tapping like crazy. Well, then we see a segment between Mark Henry, comes back and says that, you know what, I want a match tonight. You do what I said. And then Zack Ryder says, don't worry, bro, I got your match, broski. And we do hear later on that there's a handicap match between Zeke and DiBiase and Rhodes. And so no one comes out. Then this 50-pound wrestler comes out, if he even weighed that much. Comes out and just gets destroyed by Mark Henry. Then Teddy comes out. So stop it, Mark. You gotta stop this. I can't let you do this no more. Then we have Sheamus come out. Is Sheamus turning face now? This is interesting. If Sheamus is becoming a good guy, this is very interesting. They're starting a feud with Sheamus and Mark Henry, which is interesting, I think. Last week we had almost a great match between Sheamus and Wade Barrett. Which, I mean, come on, guys. If you're a true wrestling fan, if you like wrestling, watch SmackDown. SmackDown is so much better than Raw. I mean, I just finished watching the main event, R-Truth versus Randy Orton. I mean, this was a good match. Last week we had a great match. It was Randy Orton versus Kane in a no disqualification match. That match is unbelievable. I mean, the WWE put up so many matches. So many good matches. I'm just saying if this is over. Oh, it looks like Orton's going to put R-Truth through a table. I'll just finish up SmackDown. He nailed him with a monitor. It looks like he's going to give him the RKO through an announce table. try to do this RKO. I hate you. This time the table actually broke. He's doing it again. He just did it twice. Okay, table didn't break. No. True RKOs for the truth. Guys, I got Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase did beat Zeke. We did have a main event. Which Smackdown started the main event really early. I like that. But I do have to say, for the week in wrestling, for this week in wrestling, we had Raw, which was a good show. TNA was a good show. Impact Wrestling was a good show. SmackDown was a good show. I mean, but if I had to pick one show, I'm going to start doing this. My week is Saturday morning at 11:15. It is the weekend. I'm going to start picking what show was the best. So as of right now, this week, what show I personally enjoyed the best was TNA. I'm a huge TNA mark, or fan, or mark, whatever you want to call him. But, I mean, I look at what show entertained me the most this week. What show kept me captivated and involved in the show. SmackDown, I never watch live, because I just don't. I always do busy on Friday nights. Raw, I watched. It was okay. It wasn't a lot of wrestling. I mean, it was a pretty boring show. I mean, I was kind of disappointed in what they did with Rey Mysterio. They just make him lose the title after an hour and a half of having it. I don't like that. And then John Cena winning it. I mean, the thing I did like about Raw, I liked Eve's booty shake. I liked CM Punk's return. But that was basically it. There wasn't really a lot of good matches. Yeah, okay, I'll take that back. Rey Mysterio and The Miz, good match. Rey Mysterio versus John Cena, a good match. But other than two matches, I mean, okay, I guess I can't really say Raw wasn't good, because it was good. I'm used to saying Raw doesn't have good matches. But there were some good matches on Raw, so I retract my previous statement. I retract that. Raw was a good show, wrestling show Monday. There were some good matches. TNA. TNA didn't sell you this past week on the wrestling as much as they usually do. Which Anderson and Angle in the cage was a good match. But, I mean, the thing that kept me involved in TNA this past week was Sting. Sting became the star of Impact this past week. He became the star of TNA. With his Joker gimmick throughout the whole show, you've seen Sting doing something, and he just kept everyone tuned in to SmackDown, tuned in to Impact. I mean, because Sting was so funny and entertaining this week. I mean, he was there in the beginning of the show. He was there towards the middle. He was there towards the end. I mean, Sting just kept you all in tune to see what he was going to do next. It was funny. It was a good show. And SmackDown was a good show this week too. So all of WWE and TNA both put on good shows this week. I don't watch Superstars. Sometimes I watch NXT. But overall, it was a pretty good show. Guys, that's my review, my thoughts. There is some news. Sin Cara has been officially removed from the SmackDown roster. So, in case you didn't know. In case you didn't know also, I don't know how true this is. It's pretty accurate. They say that Beth Phoenix is CM Punk's real-life girlfriend. I would love to see Colt Cabana in the WWE. I feel bad for Ring of Honor because it seems like they're losing all their stars. And if Vince McMahon does have his hand in TNA or in Ring of Honor, it would be interesting to see some type of takeover. But guys, that's my video. Let me know what you think. Check out my NFL Free Agency video. Have a good one.